In this video, you're going to get a bit of an overview of all of the organs of the digestive system. Now, don't worry, each of these organs will be going into detail in their own separate video, but for now, let's get started. So the first part we're going to look at are the major organs. Let's have a look at the oral cavity. The oral cavity is the first part of your digestive system. It's where food enters the body and where mechanical and chemical digestion begins. The mouth also contains accessory organs such as the tongue, the teeth, and the salivary glands, which all help with the process of digestion. Next up is the pharynx, which is a muscular tube that connects the nasal and oral cavities to the esophagus. It plays a role in both the respiratory and the digestive system. When food is swallowed, it passes through the pharynx and on its way to the esophagus. So that leads us on to the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that connects the pharynx to the stomach. It uses rhythmic contractions to move food from the pharynx into the stomach. The stomach is a muscular sac that is located on the left side of the abdominal cavity, just below your diaphragm. It plays a key role in digestion by mixing food and breaking down food with stomach acid and digestive enzymes. The stomach also regulates the release of food into the small intestines. The small intestines are a 6 to 7 metre long narrow tube located in the abdominal cavity. It plays a crucial part in the digestion and absorption of nutrients from food. As food passes through the small intestines, it is mixed with digestive enzymes and bile, which help break down the food into its basic components. The nutrients are then absorbed into the bloodstream through the walls of the small intestines and are transported to the liver for processing. The final major organ is the large intestines, also known as the colon, and is a muscular tube located in the abdominal cavity. It is responsible for absorbing water and electrolytes from undigested food, forming solid fecal matter and eliminating it from the body through the rectum and anus. So now we move on to looking at the accessory organs of the digestive system. First up, we have the teeth, which are located in the oral cavity, and they are responsible for physically breaking down the food during the process of mastication. Another accessory organ found within the oral cavity is the tongue. It helps manipulate food during chewing and swallowing, and it aids in the formation of bolus. Additionally, it contains taste buds to detect the flavour of foods and sends signals to the brain. The salivary glands are located in the oral cavity and are responsible for producing saliva, which contains enzymes that begin the process of breaking down food. Saliva also helps lubricate the food to make it easier to swallow. So the liver plays a vital role in the digestive system. It produces bile, a digestive fluid that helps break down fats in the small intestines. Additionally, it plays a role in the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. It also helps remove toxins from the blood and converts excess glucose into glycagon for storage. The gallbladder's main function is to store and release bile, the digestive fluid that breaks down fats in the small intestines. Bile is produced by the liver and then stored in the gallbladder. When needed, the gallbladder contracts and releases the bile into the small intestines through the common bile duct. The final accessory organ is the pancreas. It produces enzymes that are essential for breaking down and absorbing of nutrients in the small intestines. Additionally, the pancreas produces hormones such as insulin and glucagon that help regulate blood sugar levels for the endocrine system. I hope now that you understand the functions of the main organs of the digestive system and how and where they are located and almost how they start to work together. I will be going into more detail of each of these organs in later videos, but for now, there are notes below as well as some questions to help you consolidate your knowledge.